Exciting times. Things are coming together as they're falling apart. The Montreal Canadiens are doing well in their race for the playoffs, but not everyone is doing well. Samuel Montembeault, a piece of the team for a long time now, is starting to come apart at the seams. Montembeault had found his way to Montreal's starting goaltender through a path of adversity. He was waived by the Florida Panthers. Montreal picked him up and developed him. He became Montreal's starting option in the season of 23-24 when the three-headed monster of Jake Allen, Montembeault, and Caden Primo ran its course. Allen would eventually be traded to the New Jersey Devils. Montembeault climbed his way up, and during the 24-25 season, he distinguished himself as one of the best goaltenders in the National Hockey League in terms of saves above expected. He also played a ton of games and got a ton of wins, but this season has been a huge step backward. It's hard to say exactly what is wrong with Samuel Montembeault. He's performed way better in the past with essentially the same defensive system. He's still getting the saves above expected, but he's leaving in soft ones. And those are the most painful ones. They're glaring. So of course, the community has become critical of him, and so has management. And yesterday, Jacob Fowler was called back from the Rocket to play a game against the Ottawa Senators, where Martin St. Louis said that he was the best decision in order to secure a win. This coming off a back-to-back night where Jakub Dobes performed adequately against the Toronto Maple Leafs. What does this mean for Samuel Montembeault? What is his future? Let's talk about it.
I can't really hear what Jeremy says because I got my 2 Stanley Cup rings flagging my ear.
I thought it would be smart to address this. I made some pretty strongly worded comments in my video yesterday, and there might have been a couple of community members who thought I was being a little bit too hard on Montembeault. I think a large amount of you just agreed with me. But if you've been part of this community for a while now, you know that I have supported Montembeault a lot, and I've urged the community to support him as well. He's part of the team. Maybe the statement I made that was most strongly worded was that enough was enough with Montembeault. And you have to understand that comes from a place where he was giving a lot of opportunities to get it back and to keep it back. And during the course of that time, several months, I was supportive of him, and I thought that he could get himself back. He could reset himself. They kept using the word reset, but he would experience a long time off, and then he would come back. He would play well for 1, maybe 2 games, and then he would be right back to letting in goals from the blue line. He's lost his Montem mojo. But what happens next? Well, before we go any further, if you're not already part of this community, why not hit that subscribe button? I'd love to have you as part of this community. We're well on our way to 23,000 subscribers. Can you help us get there? Everyone else, hit the like button. It probably does something, I think. First of all, I want to emphasize this. Samuel Montembeault has made more money than you and I will ever probably make in our entire lifetime. I think he's made somewhere near $12 million, $13 million playing professional hockey. And that's not talking about his sponsorship deals, which he gets really good sponsorships. McDonald's, Des Martins. But to those of you saying, you feel bad for him, don't worry about it. Just don't worry about that. He's a new dad. He seems like a good guy, but he's fine. And even taking all of that into considerations, the Montreal Canadiens organization will not just let him fall on his butt. They might be able to find him a good trade. They might be able to recoup him in another way. Maybe he plays on the Rocket for a while. Maybe he does what Caden Primo did. It's not going to be an easy path, though. And his foot is still fully in the door in Montreal. If Jacob Fowler falters, if Jakub Dobes starts to lose it, he's going to get right back in there. But you can't help but feel there is kind of a deadline coming up. He's on year 2 of 3 on his contract. His hit is 3.15. Not insignificant. If he is not part of the team, if he can't find his seat, the window is open. Hughes and Gorton are going to make some tough decisions, and 3.15 is not an insignificant salary hit. So we could be looking at something in the summertime. It's really interesting. The fit in Montreal obviously is preferred by Montembeault. Montembeault, of course, born in Quebec, French-speaking Canadian. This is a market he'd like to be in, obviously. But a professional athlete will play their sport wherever they can. So we'll have to see. And like I said, Dobes and Fowler, nothing's set in stone. We've seen how streaky goaltenders can be this season. So We'll just have to wait and see. Montembeault has created a legacy in Montreal, a really great story. And I think he can hold that as a point of pride. He did a lot for this team, and I hope that the fans understand that he's done that. Last season was an incredible season. So I'm hoping for the best for Montembeault, but I would be lying to say that I don't see the seeds of the future having already been planted and starting to sprout. Let me know what you think. That's going to do it for me, guys. I thought I'd just do this little video. Pretty interesting and timely topic. Let me know what your thoughts are. I'm interested to hear what you have to say. And you guys know what to do. Hit the like button. Helps me out with something, I think. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. I'd love to have you. And as always, I will see you down in the comments.